So, those people in the know, and I know that's all of you, know that GABF, or Great American Beer Festival, has been 86th this year. So they're doing a virtual thing.
So not 86, just moved online.
It's been 80s forward.
80,
I don't know.
85. That's where
I don't know.
You owe me one.
So, but the big festival in Denver has been, they're not doing that for obvious reasons. So they're doing virtual things. So they're a lot of the breweries all over the country, but it's in Colorado too.
Yeah, quite a few here.
Yeah, they're doing certain specials to entice people to come and celebrate. So you buy a GABF Passport and a cool shirt.
Yeah.
Shirt's optional.
Shirt's optional, yeah.
But you go to the Passport, you show them the Passport, and they give you deals on beers and merchandise and whatever. So Mike and I have been trying to take advantage of that for the last, week or two.
Yeah,
2 weeks.
a week since October 1st.
Yeah, so it started early.
I think we went to Black Forest on October 1st.
I could be.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's right.
So, and the deals extend through Sunday the 18th. Is it the 18th? I think it's the 18th. Whatever this coming Sunday is, that's when the deals expire. Yeah, it is the 18th.
That sounds right.
And they've got a bunch of live programming that's going to be happening Friday evening and Saturday evening. So if you haven't got a Passport, there's still time if you want to go out there and grab some cheap beer or some beer deals. Yeah. Support the AHA and the beer industry in general.
So when it spins back up, they're still willing to do the big event.
Yeah.
But so in order to maximize the Passport, we decided to go up to Denver. We're in Colorado Springs. We decided to go up to Denver on Saturday and hit as many breweries as we could.
Which shockingly wasn't nearly as many as we thought we could.
Disappointingly few, but
it was.
But
everything closes kind of early. We got a little bit of a late start.
Yeah, that's it.
And we don't like being rushed.
Yeah, I know we've done that before. We were like, we're gonna go all these breweries, we're gonna have one beer, and we're gonna go to the next one and have one beer, and then you sit down, you start drinking beers, like, I really wanted to try that one too. Let's try that one too. So, but we got it. 1, 2, 5 of them.
Yeah.
So that's pretty good for one night. I gotta say.
Well, 4.
4?
Yeah. So, and you'll hear more about that later.
Yeah, 4.
But unrelated to the Denver trip today, we wanted to stop at Downhill Brewing on the way up there. And it was just figured it was too much. Today I happened to be out in the area, so I grabbed a crowler of Fraggle Rock, which is their fruited Saison. That's what we'll be drinking. We also grabbed another crowler of their Oktoberfest, and they have a sweet deal where they have a little 4-pack of the cans that were their entries in GABF with a QR code on them, so you could get the details about the beer and the judging entry. Which is pretty sharp.
That is pretty cool.
So if you get a chance to go out there, we're going to have a full episode later on where we taste those beers, but it'll be long after GABF.
Yeah, it'll be too late.
So where was our first stop?
So we're heading north. So we had decided to stop at Dry Dock, and the motivation for stopping at Dry Dock was that they're giving out their particular enticement for the GABF was you get a free Dry Dock Pennant. And if you're familiar with the term, it's exactly what you're thinking, like the old little triangular.
Yeah, little tiny one.
Yeah, the one from Downhill is doing the same thing. So, but this one says Dry Dock.
Yeah, and I think that was actually pseudo unrelated to GABF.
You think?
Because there's that pennant race that someone else is doing.
Oh, I see.
That brewery design place.
Oh, okay.
So that may still be going on as well, but but you can still go get the pennant though.
Yeah. But yeah, so I think that was it. I don't know if they were really having any other.
Yeah, no, that was their only special. Yeah, and he said when they run out of pennants, they're going to have some glasses that they're going to be giving out.
Yeah. And he was pretty cool. He was just like, if you want glasses, I'll get glasses. But we kind of went there specifically for the pennant, so he's stuck with it. So, but so that was our first one. But so what do you think of that?
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. Ooh.
I mean, it definitely smells farmhouse.
Yeah, it does.
It kind of comes in with a peach flavor in there. Yeah, I like that a lot. I'm curious to read the descriptor on it. It reminds me of a fruit drink, too.
Wow. Yeah, that is like a peach.
It has a finish to it that reminds me of some other, I don't know, fruit drink or fruit something. I'll have to think on that. Maybe I'll figure it out by the time we do this episode. But if you haven't been to Dry Dock, we went to the South Dry Dock, which has the brew hut attached to it.
Yep.
If you like lighter beers, and you don't mind some flavored beers, I personally really dig the flavored beers. Dry Dock knocks it out of the park with their blondes.
Yeah.
So here in town, you can get the blackberry blonde, the apricot blonde. They have a sour apricot, and up there they had a chocolate coconut blonde, a cherry blonde, and those were amazing.
Both were amazing. Yeah, were awesome. Yeah, and well, they had the pineapple mango at one point too, I think.
Yeah, really you went up there one time to get that one. Yeah, and their English beer styles are on point too. That's their specialty.
Oh.
I had their Old Ale, HMS Old Ale.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, that was good.
So hopefully I'll still be around because I'd like to grab one because I brewed an Old Ale and we wanted to do an Old Ale for the style tasting.
Yeah.
And theirs reminded me a lot of what mine tastes like.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a Franconian lager, which was kind of piqued my interest because it was a lager, but it was touted as a malty lager, and sure enough, it was really malty, really sweet, but it had a really nice, clean finish. So
yeah, I thought it was really, really balanced, balanced because the malt stood out, but it wasn't super strong.
Yeah,
and it was a little bit hoppy, but not.
But it wasn't,
terribly hoppy. I mean, it's right. Right there. Yeah.
No, it was good. But at the same time, it wasn't so balanced that I was like, okay, beer.
Yeah. I mean, you could distinguish both the malt and the hoppy flavors from it. Yeah. So, and then Half Moon Pumpkin Ale, which I quite liked a lot. Yeah.
Oh, I don't know if
Yeah, I think you tried it. It has a nice balance with the spices. I mean, I think maybe nutmeg was a little stronger, if memory serves me right, but not very much. I really like the pumpkin ales where the spices are balanced. You don't get too much clove or too much cinnamon.
Don't hit you in the head with the cinnamon or the nutmeg or something. Yeah.
So that was our warm-up stop. We went there, and if you haven't been to Dry Dock, you really should give them a visit. And the Brew Hut's a great homebrew store too.
It really is, yeah. Oh, and the Friar Funk too.
Oh, yeah.
Which was really interesting because it was, as the name suggests, is a kind of a funky Belgian. Mm-hmm. So it had a Belgian character with just a hint of like a Brett finish. So it was interesting. But it wasn't, again. Then he hit you over the head with like, oh yeah, it's sour. It was just, that's got a nice little
kick to it.
Yeah, nice little tart finish. Yeah. So yeah, it was really good. But that Belgian-y character in there was.
That sounds good. I don't think I sampled that one.
Oh, did you? I thought you did. Yeah. I don't know. We were deep in conversation with it. So. Yeah. But that's my one regret mentioning the brew hut. I wanted to go up there and get some yeast, and I didn't. Yeah. But I had no way to transport it. I didn't take a cooler.
That's true. Yeah. See, that's another reason we should have brought a cooler.
Yeah.
We're talking we should have brought a little rolling cooler that we could drag behind us to drop crowlers into. And if we had yeast in there, that'd make a reason to have some ice.
That's true.
But we'd probably leave it at a brewery somewhere. And
that was my concern. I was seriously going to take a backpack.
Maybe put a note on it, if found, please call Jesse and fill with beer.
We'll be remunerated.
So our next stop is a local favorite for my wife and I, Great Divide. We love going up to Denver and hitting up Great Divide. And it's the original brew house and the original tap room.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I knew they had several locations. I didn't realize that was
the... Yeah. I'm pretty sure it's the original.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. I don't remember the address off the top of my head, but I'll put it here. You didn't put it up there, did you? No, I'll put it here, and if I'm wrong and that's not the original, let us know. For sure.
Yeah.
I know they expanded it, because I think when we first used to go there, it was just the bar in the front.
Yeah.
And then they built that area around the side and back.
Okay, which it's still not big.
No.
So, but...
I mean, it was small. It used to be you'd have a line of people at the bar and then a couple of tables and people just standing around
drinking beer.
In between tables.
We talked to because when we got there, it wasn't late, but for some reason we just kind of caught the tail end of one rush, and then it was like us.
Yeah.
We were talking to one of the bar guys, and he said, normally it's you're shoulder to shoulder in here, and obviously because of current events, it's not. But it was well worth the trip.
Yeah, and all the breweries were really good about making sure people have masks on.
Yep.
They're enforcing social distancing. They even told you, make sure you're moving around with a mask, and told you the rules ahead of time.
Yep.
So I really thought that was good.
Yeah, it was good. Yeah, and they were all wearing masks. So, I mean, to a person, I know they were all wearing masks. So, and they weren't doing the chin diaper thing. They were actually wearing masks. Yeah, so it was... Yeah, I felt totally comfortable.
Classic. Yeah. So.
But yeah, I felt totally comfortable. I wasn't concerned about anybody. All the tables were 6 feet apart. It was good.
So my only regret at going to Great Divide is they had more variations of Yeti than I could actually sample that night. Because I got pumpkin spice Yeti.
As did I.
And that was really good. But I didn't get a chance to get the Yeti on Nitro.
Yeah, so I'll be honest. I pulled a rookie move. When I went there, I'm like, I'm not driving. I'm going to try the big beers tonight.
Yeah.
I'm going to go for it. So I did the Yeti, the pumpkin Yeti, and that was like 8.5%, something like that. And the Nitro intrigued me, but that was like 5%. I'm like, that's a session beer. I don't want that. So I didn't get it, but that did sound interesting.
Well, so we followed up him and I both got the, what was that called? The Woodworks Barrel Series Belgian Dark Strong. Oh my God, that beer good?
Best beer of the night.
I mean, you go there and you smell it. It just, sugar is wafting off of it. It's just crazy. And it's just so rich and boozy. It's really, really good.
But it wasn't boozy like hot. It was just warming and, oh man.
And it's only 8%.
Was that?
I would.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's like 8.8. Right. But I mean, I thought it would be a bigger beer. If you handed it to me, I would guess 10 or 11.
Yeah, I could see that. Yeah, for sure.
But that was a great beer.
That was delicious.
And then what else? Strawberry rhubarb sour. That was really good. And then Berry Alive. I wasn't super crazy about that one. That was their pilot beer, and only because it was hoppier than I was expecting.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it.
I thought that one was a little light on the berry.
Yeah, and I thought it was more because they put more hops in it.
Yeah, so it was...
I would have wanted. So I kind of overran it.
Yeah.
Trampled all over the berry.
Yep, exactly. It just wasn't what I was expecting. So I was expecting something Weldworksy, wow, berries. And it was... Yeah, there's berries in there, but it's...
Yeah. I think I tasted it,
Yeah.
But it's a pilot batch. So,
yeah. But, yeah, that was... I think, definitely, man, it was great. I'm definitely have to go up there again.
Yeah, and their GABF special is buy one, get one pints and 20% off to-go beer.
Yeah, yep. Except for the barrel-aged. That did not count towards the
buy one, get one. Well, you could buy the barrel-aged and get something else free, but you couldn't get the barrel-aged free.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
Which...
Last.
I could see why.
I was like, honey, we could save so much money if I just kept drinking these barrel-aged series.
I'm basically making money at this point. Just keep them bringing down.
Yeah. So that was the second stop of the night. And that was the Uber stop. We got dropped off there.
Yep, so we dropped off there. And then we walked to the next destination.
Yeah.
So, because it was like down the block to the south. It's time for dinner.
Yeah.
So we stopped at Denver Ted's Cheesesteak.
Now, first off, we had... I wish we'd written down who the subscriber was. We'll put the subscriber there, but a while ago we had an episode about Cogstone and cheesesteaks, and a subscriber commented and said that Denver Ted's was the best in Colorado. So we had to try it while we're up there.
Yeah. And it was good.
Yeah.
It was good. I think the general consensus of our party... So... Our party was me and Mike, our wives, and my niece, who's from the East Coast, so she's familiar with cheesesteaks too. And I think the general consensus was, these are really good. But that's about it.
So the only problem I had with them, the bread was better. I think the bread was better than Taste of Philly. But my only problem with the cheesesteak itself is that they put all of the cheese on the bottom of the cheesesteak. So when you're biting, it's like all steak and onion and peppers, and then the last bite you get all the cheese.
All the cheese.
Yeah. So I kind of wish they had smeared it along the side or the bottom of the bun and then folded it over. This was kind of on the edge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if you're like me,
very good though.
Shove the whole thing in your mouth. I didn't notice.
I have a pretty large mouth, but I couldn't fit the whole thing in there.
Yeah.
So
Idle your sexting.
So, interesting fact is that if you walk from Great Divide to Jagged Mountain, you walk right by, right by Denver Ted's Cheesesteaks.
Yep.
Yeah.
So we're like, this is just couldn't work out any better. Now the downside for me for the cheesesteak joint was they weren't allowing seating inside.
Yeah.
So we got them to go and we just ate at Jagged Mountain, which actually probably worked out better because we could drink beer and kind of saved us some time, so we didn't waste time.
Although the grease dripped on the bag and my hand was so delicious, I had to keep licking it clean. And
so it was kind of embarrassing to be seen with him. He was
come here, my sweetie.
So for that reason, we had to sit outside.
Yeah.
No.
So Jagged Mountain, I don't think I've ever had anything by Jagged Mountain. That is something I would like to make sure I change.
Yes.
Because I gotta say, everything we had there was great.
Yep.
The staff was terrific. The location was great. The tap room was nice. We've got some pictures here. Yep. And we only had like one beer, and then we had to get up and get going.
Yeah, because we were trying to stay on schedule. So.
Yeah, I definitely want to get back there again because they were good. I love they had a sign now. I got a pic of it, but it says "Soup of the Day, beer." So I thought that was pretty funny.
Yeah. They, I don't know. Yeah, I had a red lager. It was just coincidentally. I can't remember what that's called, where you see something and then you see it more often.
Oh, serendipity?
No, but it's something like that. But anyway,
it's probably a French word.
Yeah, it's something fancy. But
a fucking coincidence.
That might be it. You speak French like a native. So anyway, I was reading something about Red X malt. Someone had asked on Facebook or somewhere Homebrew Talk, and they said, "How can I get a red ale by just using malt?" And someone said, "Oh, just use Red X malt." And I went there and red lager with Red X malt. I was like, "Hey, I'll try that."
And it was in fact red.
It was very red.
Yeah, and it's good.
It was very good too. Yeah. So it was. It had like a bubblegum flavor, but it wasn't an off flavor. It wasn't that. The yeast stress bubblegum flavor is just that was the way it was, and it's just really light.
Really light,
yeah. It was interesting. It was good.
I had their Bunny Slope, which was a coffee white stout, and I thought it was great. Yeah, it was terrific.
Yeah, I took a little swig of that, and it was very good.
And they had quite a few beers on tap. Yeah,
so, they did.
I'd really like to get back there and sample some more of them. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Did they? Oh, yeah, and they asked us if we wanted stickers and gave us a pile of stickers.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah. And their special is buy one, get one half off.
So, which is,
Yeah. Now, at this point in the night, we're planning on walking over to Woods Boss, but we realized it was getting late, and most of the breweries in that area were closing at 9. And we could go over to Rhino, and that area they closed at 10 or 11.
10 or depending on the brewery.
Yeah, 10 or 11.
10, some 11.
So we shot over there, and we were planning on going to Odell's. We got a nice pic of the outside of it, and we got seated. And it was just a busy night, and no one came by the table for a while. And we're like, oh, we're burning daylight here.
Yeah. Well, the beef that I had with them was, I looked at the menu, and it was all IPAs, 90 shilling.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah, I'm just not that much of an IPA guy where I'm going to want to sit here and drink, 2 or 3 IPAs. And the 90 shilling would have been nice.
That's right, yeah.
But I was like,
yeah, so we ended up getting out of there before we got any beers.
Yeah.
And we went over to Ratio, and they were busy as anything.
Yeah.
And although huge seating area outside. That was giant. I was really surprised. And they had a gate, and you had to wait at the gate, and they'd seat you.
Yep.
And they were busy, and service was a little slow, but I know they're hustling. So
yeah, they were. Yeah, they had very few people. I think they could have used more people, but
yeah, the people that were there were running around like crazy.
Yeah, they were.
But they also had a huge tap list as well. Or a good number, probably 9 or 10.
Yeah, I was thinking 8
8?
or so. Yeah.
Okay.
I wouldn't think it was huge, but
yeah. Oh, did I say huge or did I say good?
I think huge.
Okay.
Huge.
You be the judge.
Yeah. Rewind.
Fake news.
Let's go to the tape.
Huge. They had the biggest tap list I've ever seen, and I know tap lists. So while we're there, I had Hold Steady, which was their Scotch ale, and Wee Heavy, and that was right up my alley.
Yeah.
That was perfect.
That was tasty. Yeah. First one I started off with was the Smoke Signals was a smoked Helles. Yeah, it was a smoked Helles.
Yeah. And we were talking, I think they did it really well.
Yeah.
It's just, I think a smoked beer is still something I'd rather have a taster of.
Yeah.
I don't really want a full pint of it.
Because, yeah, from what I've heard other people talking about smoked beers is that by the end of the glass, it feels like you've been sucking on a campfire log,
Yeah.
you know. And it wasn't like that. It didn't become overbearing, but it's just...
It's just the dominant flavor and it sticks to you.
Yeah, it's just like, it's just not my cup of tea.
Yeah.
It's just
So, I mean, really well made beers. If you like smoked beers, try it out.
I think so.
I don't think the smoke was crazy overpowering, but
No, I don't
yeah,
think so.
it was just
it just wasn't
too much.
my style.
too much for us. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, my wife actually had the King of Carrots. I'm sorry, King of Carrot Flowers, which was a carrot saison. That was very interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was orange as all get out.
Yeah.
Or pretty orange, and it tasted pretty good too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I had a sip of it, and it tastes like carrots.
Yeah.
I was surprised. I thought for sure it'd be like, okay, what does this taste like? Oh, no, it tastes like carrots for sure, you know, which makes sense. I mean, carrots are sweet, so.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, no, it was interesting.
And then their Mexican lager had their Mexican lager. I think it was called Cityscapes. Cityscapes.
Yeah.
I think. I'm not 100% sure on that, but that was really good. Solid beer.
Yeah. Yeah.
They play a lot of ska music
Was
and
there
that
night?
genre, or at least that night they were.
They
So
play it really loudly, super loud.
I wouldn't say it was super loud. It was pretty loud. Yeah.
So
I couldn't yell to him across the room, but we could hear each other at the table.
if you yelled.
Yeah. If you spoke loudly.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
He's sensitive to it.
I always have been. I've always been an old man in that respect, where I don't like going to loud places. So
Yeah.
that was.
It was a little louder than I would have liked it.
So.
But behind us, a guy who was singing in a band that was being played, he kept dropping his phone on the floor. We kept, hey, you dropped your phone. You know? So
The way I would pass him again, and he's like, put his phone. Hey, drop my phone. So, he's pretty funny.
maybe it was his band, and they were playing the stuff a little louder because of it.
Could be.
Yeah.
That could be. Yeah, I don't know.
Or knew he was there.
Yeah.
Who knows?
I think that's just their shtick.
Okay.
You
So
know.
if you don't like loud music, sit outside.
Yeah, outside would have been.
Yeah. And they had a ton of seating outside.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
Yeah. My second one was speaking of IPAs, their IPA Antidote, which was like a West Coast IPA, and it was really good. I actually enjoyed that. Yeah, I didn't want to drink IPAs all night, so I figured the last beer of the night, I knew this was going to be the last one to have an IPA, and nothing else sounded good. So it was good. I'm glad. Don't regret it.
Yeah. And their deal is they have a 6-pack. I'm sorry. Buy one, get one pints if you're drinking in, and buy a 6-pack to go get a free crowler and commemorative GABF koozie. They gave us the koozies, and it says GABF 2020, virtually as good as last year. So I thought that was hilarious.
Yeah, that was clever.
Yeah, very good. So you still have time. Get yourself a passport if you want to eat up some of the deals in town. There's a bunch of them in town. Just go to search for GABF Deals, and you can search by city. Mm-hmm. And you got to type the city in. You can search by state with a drop down. But
Yeah.
But Cogstone's got buy one get one free. There's free flights in town. If you get the passport, you can get a free flight from Mash Mechanics when they open. They're going to honor it, even though the period is expired.
Oh.
And Red Swing's honoring their deal, although I think I can't remember if it's a free flight or buy one get one pint. Whichever it is, it's you're going to go to Red Swing anyway. So yeah.
Because
And I don't think the pass is terribly expensive. So
no, I think just the pass was $20.
yeah, something like that.
Yeah, so
That sounds about right.
Yeah, it wasn't horrible.
Yeah. And it supports the HA and Brewers Guild and all the beer people.
Yeah, like I said, so I mean, if they, I don't know, just the way things are going, I could see if there was a very low interest this year, they might go, do we really want to do a big thing? They probably will, but you never know.
Yeah. Well, my concern is that we're going to be dealing with this next October.
Yeah,
so we're going to, these people that are having trouble now are either going to be on their last legs or not around anymore, and I want them to be around. So
yep, for sure.
So,
but
yeah. So get your passport, go get some deals, drink some beer, hard work.
Try some more of this.
Yeah.
And then I think next time we go up there, we'll have to hit these guys again.
Yeah, and there's like
moly.
3 breweries in Parker.
Really?
I think there's a Mexican restaurant that's doing a GABF deal in Parker.
Huh. Yeah. That's interesting.
Yeah, and Downhill, it's my understanding they used to be Elk Mountain Brewing. And 2 guys were skiing and ran into each other, cursed each other out. Then later on in the lodge were like, oh, sorry I was a jerk. And, made up, had some beers, realized they both like drinking and stuff, and bought a brewery.
Wow.
So I should have saved that for the Downhill Brewing episode. But yeah. But anyway, until next time, cheers.
Cheers. Thanks for watching our video. Check out our website at coloradobrewtalk.com for more great content.
While you're there, be sure to leave us a comment or drop us a line with your thoughts.
You can also find us on Facebook and Twitter at CO Brew Talk, or follow the links below. Make sure to like this video and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any future content.
Or episodes. As the case may be.